guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness here on thrilling Thursday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Hang on just a second. Just a little adjustment. Anyway, beautiful day. I just got in from a bike ride. I'm going to knock this off and I'm going to go right back out. It's getting colder by the day, and these bike rides are going to be fewer and far between as we get going into the winter months, so I want to get as much as I can. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. What happens if I'm injured? Okay? And I'm not just talking, you cut your lip or something. Okay? A lot that goes into it, guys, and I have one firm and very firm rule that I go by. So let me talk about it. Let me honk a little bit. I had played earlier today. I have not played in a while, but I had played earlier today. Let's see what we got. Double C's and Arbin. Caress the baby. Life's good. Life is good, man. You know why? Well, there's lots of reasons, double C's and all that. But my daughter's going to be home in 2 days, baby. Life is good. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. Anyway, thumbnail. When you're injured, what do you do? What do you do? Pure and simple. If the injury, no matter what it is, directly affects your playing, do not play. If you don't have to. Professional players, it's all out the window. You got to go, keep the lights on. I get that. But if it is not mandatory that you play until whatever the malady may be is gone, cleared up, don't play. Okay, let's start with the obvious. Cut your lip somehow. Okay? This happened to me twice when I was younger. Much younger. College and all this sort of stuff. Years ago, before I knew the error of my ways, when I was brushing my teeth, I would use a extra hard bristle, thinking it's going to get all that. Now, that's the worst thing you can do for your gums, but that's a different thing altogether. But every once in a while, when the toothbrush would get frayed, it would cut the inside of my lip. Now, I was going to school, I was playing professionally, I had to play. Now, here is the deal, guys. Pain is your body's way of telling you you're doing something wrong. Okay? Let me say that again. Pain is the body's way of telling you you're doing something wrong. Okay? Now, the body in its infinite wisdom, and this contraption we call a body is amazing. The more I learn about it, the more I'm just absolutely amazed. This body, no matter what it may be, tries as best it can to cure itself, to rejuvenate itself, to take care of itself. And when there's pain in whatever part of the body, it tries to adjust so that pain will go away. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I think that's right if you think about it. If you want to go back in a minute and a half, do so. Okay? But the body will do what it can to stop the pain. So if you have a cut on your lip, the first thing naturally your body is going to want to do is to try to alter the chops, whatever they're doing, so it won't hurt. Okay? It will tighten the corners, try to do it that way. It'll do all this. And this is happening self-consciously. This is the body doing it without your control. So the fight that you have to do to keep it right is not worth it. You're going to screw up your chops. You're going to screw up your chops. Because the body is just, okay. Now, in some of my, it's been a while ago, several years ago, I talked about having root canal. Occasionally I have a drop of filling every now and then, and in a huge amount of pain. Now, could I play under those conditions? Sure, in excruciating pain. But the minute I did it, knowing what I know about now, I could feel that the tongue and everything were going every which way to try to manipulate it so it wouldn't hurt anymore, which was not the way the tongue is supposed to work. Okay? So for me to play with root canal and pain in my filling or whatever, guys, I would have had to alter the way I played. Screwed up chops. Jerry, even before I met him, he had terrible back problems. Now, once I got him on kettlebell and some of these SFEs and all this sort of stuff, it really helped. And he was pretty adamant about doing them every day to help his back. But every once in a while, his back issues would rear their ugly head. And guys, it hurt so bad for him to play, he couldn't play. He literally couldn't play. And this is a guy that lives and breathes to play, and he couldn't play. Now, once again, guys, with true power, it doesn't matter if you take time off. The world isn't going to come to an end if you take time off. 2-3 days a week, it's not a big deal. You're not going to lose anything. Okay? Now, when Jerry had the back, couldn't play. Now, that's another thing. That was one of the first things that got me going to realize that the physical culture of the human body has a direct effect on the way that you play. Okay? If you don't think these SFE things work by manipulating the whole body, that's strengthening and energizing the whole body, try to play one note with a slip disc in your back. Guys, you can't do it. In your back, what does that have to do with your lips? What does that have to do with your tongue? Guys, it is the whole contraption that is working. Now, if you break a toe, I mean, that's not going to directly impact your playing. Okay? But if it does, cold, you can't breathe long. Guys, don't play. Don't play. Now, this isn't carte blanche to say, oh, the sun's in my eyes, I can't play today. I get that. I mean, if you're trying to get out of practice or something, that's a different thing. But guys, if there's something that directly affects your playing, don't play. Okay? You start coughing when you inhale it. Don't play. Don't play. Sit down, drink all your fluids, drink your juices and all that sort of stuff, knock it out of your system, and hit the ground running when you feel better. Ultimately, over the long run, it's going to save your chop health. Louis Armstrong, Wayne Bergeron, guys, they have terrible chop and mango lips. Why? They played on sore lips that got infected, and before you know it, they had to be lanced and all this sort of stuff. Guys, Wayne Bergeron went through a terrible thing with marks on his lip because he kept playing, had to keep playing, as with Louis. Now, Louis Armstrong, when he grew up in New Orleans as a kid, he was playing professionally when he was, in his teens. Okay? Now, this was a terribly impoverished situation that he had. And a musician that might make $1.50 for playing a funeral or something, guys, that was big money. And he was supporting his family and all this. So he kept playing. Bad mouthpieces, would never take a day off. That's why his lips are so mangled. Guys, leave it alone. And I made no bones about it. The fact that I do not have to play professionally anymore leads to my chop health. That double C's every day, don't have to warm up. That's part of it. I admit it. I admit it wholeheartedly. Okay? Anyway, that's that. Take care of yourself. Eat and drink fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. And don't get sick. Don't get hurt. Anyway, love y'all.